Hello class, today I'll be giving you my critic speech. I hope you enjoy. It goes as follows. Put in the shoes of a detective facing seemingly unrelated murder cases, where do you even begin to fit the pieces together? Receiving some help from a detective from Seoul, Detective Park Dooman remains perplexed all throughout the film titled Memories of Murder, harboring intense guilt towards those he'd wrongfully convict. This speech covers the gruesome topic of South Korea's first notable serial killer being reflected in the Korean film Memories of Murder, directed by Bong Joon-ho, who is also behind the more recent film Parasite. In short, Memories of Murder is a film that maintains an uncomfortably real feeling despite some small attempts at comedic relief in its characters. It's a brilliant film that captures the experiences of these detectives while leaving the viewer constantly conflicted. With this speech, I'll overview the plot of Memories of Murder, followed by my outlook on what it does terribly right. The film starts centered around a detective local to the first two murder-rape cases, Detective Park Dooman. Detective Park Dooman had little tools at his disposal. No one in the police force would take appropriate measures in remaining cautious around crime scenes. It's because of these issues that Park Dooman would often resort to his gut feeling and looking into suspects' eyes for confirmation on the case. Detective Sao Tae-yoon would be introduced as a detective from Seoul, willing to help in solving these cases. He'd quickly realize that these murders occurred to women wearing only red and when it rained. Detectives So and Park wouldn't work well together, with So taking a more methodical and thought-out approach to solving the murders. It becomes apparent that Park would take suspects into questioning and beat them into confessing. So would clear these two, or as many as he had to, with the evidence more relevant to the killer. This wouldn't sit well with Detective Park, causing numerous fights to break out between them. With a suspect in their grasp without hard evidence, So and Park's characteristics flip as they're desperate to end these killings and solve the case. Without completely spoiling the ending, though, it's best that I move on to my evaluation of the film itself. Although the film made me vastly uncomfortable for its entire runtime, this film sought that kind of audience response to begin with, so it can't be held against it. Being based on a true series of killings in South Korea, this film feels a little too real while you're watching it the whole time. Watching each character's response to the killings and the process of determining suspects shows an array of both instinctive and distanced responses to these gruesome killings. Numerous dark scenes and close-ups on the actors' faces which further shove this grim reality in the viewer's face. There wasn't a point in this film where it lost my attention, every minute either presenting new information on the killings to be digested or developing characters in and around the crime scenes. I can't say I expected this kind of film when my friend recommended it to me, but I'm quite happy he did recommend it, as it makes me more excited to watch the film Parasite, directed by the same director. As a final note, the ending of Memories of Murder leaves a bad taste in the viewer's mouth, something that many films tend to cower from to hope to reinforce an entirely positive experience. That's all I have to say about this film without rambling on, though note that I consider this film to be extremely good. With this speech, I've provided a description of the film Memories of Murder, including its characters and roots in true events, while giving my opinion on the film and its strong suits. There is no point in this film in which the viewer will be comfortable, yet none in which they turn away. Memories of Murder portrays a fear and disgust too real for our curiosity to neglect. So if you've watched and enjoyed the award-winning film Parasite, there's no question that what lies next in your watch list should be Bong Joon-ho's Memories of Murder. Thank you very much.